indoor air chemistry is super, super complex.
We're talking about IAQ, right? Indoor air quality.
There's been a lot of research over water quality standards and the food quality standards that we use, and for good reasons, right? But the air quality is the one that's kind of been the third on that list. And if you think about what we eat, what we drink, and what we breathe, if you look at for an average person, they ingest about 4 pounds of food every single day. They drink about 8 pounds of water every single day. But they breathe about 30 pounds of air a day. And so I think it's about time that we start to focus more on the air quality in our buildings. I do a presentation called The Unintended Consequences of Building Airtight. That whole idea is that, we build these awesome houses, we seal them up so well, we've reduced their heating bills, we reduced their cooling bills, but now you have the ultimate petri dish where you've stored and captured all these contaminants and it doesn't get to outside, it's trapped. So we have to ventilate for those buildings appropriately.
So let's make sure that you are now running your ventilation system. So the bath fans, kitchen fans, etc. Make sure you're running that because we want to get that moisture out of the house.
People are definitely scared about indoor air quality because it's kind of like this unknown thing, right? It's kind of like the boogeyman in a way. You have this esoteric idea that, air quality is just, if I can't smell anything, it's fine. And so a lot of people don't really have a full understanding of it. But the way I think about it is that the data doesn't lie. And if we can get these IAQ monitors, into people's houses, we can start to get baselines. We can start to understand how that building's performing and how healthy that building is.
What we do is we typically pick like 6 or 7 proxies for indoor air quality. So that could be carbon dioxide, like what we breathe out. It could be particulate matter, like when we burn stuff. VOCs, like off-gassing of chemicals from furniture and carpets. Now, DIY consumer-friendly devices that measure those 6 things I talked about.
For people that are kind of scared about IAQ, I tend to push back to say, we don't know what we don't measure. The analogy I give is if you're going to go to the doctor, right, for some health issue, what they're going to do is they're going to run some tests to establish baselines and understand, where things are at, right? We pick these 6 proxies as an example, and we watch those over time. And that gives us the ability to say, hey, if one of these goes, out of line and goes above a certain threshold for a long period of time, we now know about it, number one, so there's the information's there, and then we can come up with a solution to solve that or try to figure out why it rose, right? So it shouldn't be scary. It should be used as, hey, we're making sure that we have peace of mind and we have healthy buildings to live in. We design buildings for people, not the other way around. So we want to make sure we get the ventilation, filtration, source capture right, and it's going to become more of an issue when our buildings get tighter and tighter. And so, my kind of goal is just to make people more aware of it so that we can start to understand what the air quality is like, and we can make sure that these buildings are going to get healthier.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.